like melting ice on the sun. Why would that stop when I'm falling free in a midnight daydream? Oh, you watch me and I'm exposed like lightning bolts in my bones. Why would that stop when I'm falling free in a midnight daydream?
Hey dinosaurs! So this video is way long overdue. It's about my vacation to Cuba, which happened in August of 2014. So I procrastinated a little bit with this video. I went to Varadero in Cuba, and this video is going to seem a little bit weird and like choppy because I made the loser mistake of forgetting my camera charger at home. So the beginning of the video is going to be vlog style. So here's the beginning of me going to Cuba. Hey dinosaurs, so today it is Saturday, August 9th, 2014, and I am getting ready to go on a flight to Cuba Varadero. And Zach helped so friggin' much with packing my suitcase because let's be honest, this is all the clothes that I wanted to bring on top of these clothes, and he's like, maybe you shouldn't bring, I don't know, 18 sweaters to a warm country. So I was like, okay, I'll just bring 3. Yeah, I overpack is what I'm saying. So we are now in the car getting ready to go to the airport. First we have to go to Shoppers Drug Mart, and then we have to go to the dollar store to grab a snorkel, some batteries, and an underwater camera. But these are all of our bags. So much stuffs, all of the stuffs.
Layered.
This is my sister, this is my boyfriend. That's my beautiful mother. Okay, let's go. So we got to the airport. We're finally on a cart because
I can't walk anymore.
we're too cool to walk, so that's basically what's going on.
I'm lazy, I just can't walk anymore.
Yeah, it's not laziness, I swear. But, you know, it's also really convenient and nice. So, you know, I'm lazy, but she's not.
Is that Zach?
No, this is a YouTube video. So we are now waiting to get on the airplane. There are people in a line to get on the plane. My mom bought me Starbucks, so true love, really. And that's about it. We left August 9th and came back on August 16th, and this all happened in 2014, keep that in mind. We went to the Hotel Solimar Barceló, and this is what our hotel looked like. So we finally made it to the hotel. We're here. I quickly set up some stuff. You can see all of my shoes with the shoes I'm wearing. My mom's suitcase, I put out some jewelry. This is filled with different types of sunglasses, different headbands, deodorant, my books, perfume, and then on the side table over here I have 2 laptops, an iPad, and a waterproof camera, some chargers, my stuff, and then my bed is a mess because there's no time to organize it because we're gonna go out to dinner. And before we go out to dinner, I'm gonna show you guys my outfit. And so this is what it looks like. I'm wearing this top, which is from Urban Planet. These shorts I custom made. My shoes are from Walmart. My necklace is from my mom. I don't actually know where you can buy that. And my headband, you can probably just buy from any convenience store. And my purse, I have absolutely no idea. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. And here's where my camera began to die. So for the rest of the video, it's mainly just gonna be me talking with little pictures inserted over here. It was a super beautiful hotel that had great staff, but the problems with the hotel lied within. The hotel advertises that they have free Wi-Fi, but there was no Wi-Fi when I went to the hotel, so I won't lie, I was having a little bit of withdrawals, and the first night I was actually pretty miserable. Also keep in mind that the wall outlets in Cuba are different than Canada and Europe, and so if you want to plug anything into the walls, you're going to need a converter. And if you do forget to bring a converter, don't even bother trying to find them there, because trust me, you will not be able to find them. Lastly, the food in Cuba kind of sucked. The only place inside of the resort that was good was the Italian restaurant inside Solimar Barceló. The Asian place inside of the hotel that's next to Solimar Barceló is not good. I went there, it was really bad. And another really great place that you can go get food is just around like the area if you go into the towns. be sure to ask the locals what they like, because when we went on a horse and carriage ride, we asked our driver where the best place to eat was, and he dropped us off there, and it was freaking amazing. On August 10th, we spent the day relaxing by the pool, and we met two wonderful ladies, Melanie and Rita. We still talk to them. They live in Quebec, and they were absolutely amazing, and having them for the rest of our trip was spectacular. I gave Melanie the nickname M and Rita the nickname Ritata, so I might refer to them as those two nicknames throughout the rest of the video if I bring them up. That night we went to one of the clubs that are near our hotel, which is the Continental, which everyone refers to as International. So if someone asks you if you want to go to the International Club, know that it's actually the Continental Club. The music at the club was amazing and really great, but if I fast forward a little bit into our vacation, they played the exact same music another night, so it can get a little bit boring if you keep going to the same club. While at the club, I met this really nice guy named Joe, and I'm probably never going to talk to him again, but I had a great time hanging out with him. And when my mom and I left the club, it was probably around 1 a.m., and me and Joe went to the beach, and we basically swam in the water, and we guessed what clouds look like, and it was really nice to just have a moment where you could just relax, and I didn't have to think about, you know, the bad food or the Wi-Fi problems. It was just relaxing and having a good time with another person who's also on vacation. August 11th. The hotel room you saw in my vlog had no air conditioning, which if you've ever been to Cuba, you know that being in a room with no air conditioning feels like you're boiling under the sun. So air conditioning is definitely a must. My mom went through a bit of a process. Reception told us we could pick 2 rooms, and so my mom had to go to both rooms to see which one she liked better. When she came back to reception and tell them which room she liked better, they had already given away that room. So that was really frustrating, but eventually we got a room on the 2nd floor that had air conditioning. Insider's tip, the rooms on the 1st and 2nd floor have the best air conditioning in Cuba, and if you go to a bungalow, they have great air conditioning, but you have a higher chance of ants, spiders, and lizards going into your room, so make sure to keep your clothes off the floor and not to bring food into your room. Since we were on the 2nd floor, we had no problems with bugs, but regardless, you will see lizards crawling everywhere, and they are so adorable. They're like about this big, and they're super cute. I always just tried to take photos of them, but they're really fast. After tons of trouble with our room, once we finally did get settled, we knew that the rest of the vacation would be nice. So we went to the pool to relax, and I met 2 girls who were around my age, and their mom actually had a converter that I could borrow, so I was able to charge my phone, which was really, really nice, because before that, I was just going down to the front desk getting them to charge my phone for me, and sometimes they wouldn't even fully charge it because they didn't plug it into their computer all the way. So really glad I met them. They were sort of the savior for me because I like having my phone charged on me at all times, just in case. Right before we went to go get lunch, we saw a really cute mariachi band setting up, and we sat down, and there was one older woman who was singing to it, and she was the cutest thing I have ever seen. August 12th. My mom and I woke up shocked. We actually had blankets on us. Our room was so cold that while we slept, we put blankets on us, and it was amazing. Because in Cuba, nothing is ever cold. So that was pretty awesome. We spent the rest of our day going by horse and carriage around Varadero, and we were checking out little shops, and our cab driver, or horse carriage drive man, he was telling us all sorts of information about the area and about the sights we were seeing, and he gave us this amazing spot to go eat dinner at, which was phenomenal because we hated the food at our hotel, so it was great to actually eat something we really liked for once. on Tuesday. So that's what I'm getting. I got grilled shrimp with garlic, plantains, avocado, cucumber, tomato, beans, like 4 beans, and white rice. And my mom got lobster, plantains, avocados, cucumbers, tomatoes, 4 beans, and white rice. Looks delicious. Let's eat.
Let's eat.
We went to multiple different shops buying little things we liked, and here are some things that I bought. After a long day of traveling around Varadero, we went back to our hotel to just relax. And then I realized I don't know where my phone is. I looked all over our hotel room, I went to the front desk, I looked everywhere, and then we realized we must have left it somewhere in Varadero. That is terrifying because where could it be? So we went to the pool because we were just really upset, and it felt like this day just something happened bad every single day, so it just felt really awful. And then I realized Sherlock Holmes over here, I left it at the cigar place, which was the last place we went to. So we went back to the cigar place by horse and carriage, and the lady there handed it back to me, and the most amazing sense of relief hit me because I was just so happy to have my phone back. We went back to our hotel and things were starting to get good, and then one of our friends that we met there ended up getting sick, and so she gave us her reservations for the Asian place that I've been dying to try. We went there and I thought it was going to be amazing because, you know, our luck was picking up. It was really bad. It was so salty. 10 out of 10, would not recommend. Do not go to the Asian place. It was just really bad. On Wednesday, my mom and I decided to do the catamaran, which is a boat that goes off into like the ocean, and then you do snorkeling and go with dolphins, and you have like a lunch, and it was really, really fun. So at the beginning of the boat ride, I decided that I would try tanning. Yeah, I was scared I was gonna fall off the boat or fall into the net or something, and I just got really nervous, so that only lasted for a very short amount of time. I met some girls on the boat who I ended up clicking with really well, and we hung out for the rest of the catamaran, and it was really fun. And then I went swimming with the dolphins, but my mom didn't understand how to use an iPad, so she ended up only recording this. When we realized that she only recorded that, I ended up going back in the tank, which you're not necessarily supposed to do, but those girls were there, so I just went in with them and no one noticed, which was awesome. But when you're going down the steps, they're really, really slippery, and I ended up hurting myself, so instant karma. And then the dolphin, I don't think liked me very much because he kept hitting me with his fin and like splashing me in the face, and I think it was either the trainer telling him to do that or something, but like it hurt because he hit me really, really hard with his fin. So I'm just saying I was attacked by a dolphin in Cuba.
It's a square now.
It's square now. Okay, good. His name is Nemo, and he's 5 years old. Ahora pongan la mano arriba y muevan los dedos. Please, everybody hands up.
Para la punta de acá. Ahora tócalo, móntate bien.
El grupito lo que está tocando los ojos.
He really licked you.
Come on, people. put your hands under the dolphin and try to lift him up. He's not so heavy, just 100 kilos. Are you scared? Bueno, señores, ahora todos aplaudan. Please clap your hands. Y le gustó, ¿verdad? People, it was good. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Did you like it? It was good.
Yeah.
Okay, give it to him. Let me applause. Let me fight applause.
After the dolphins, I went snorkeling, which was kind of lackluster because there wasn't really anything to see. It was pretty much just me staring at the bottom of like the ocean, and it was just like sand. So yeah, but I got some awesome commentary from my mom.
She's over there all by herself. Look at her. There's the fish. Everybody's over here. See? Not Blair. Blair is all the way over there. I think the water pulled her out. She put one of those life belts on because she's so lazy to swim. I should put some music behind this. Blair, there's a shark behind you. Swim, swim. No, I don't think she would.
Then the entire group went to a lunch, and the food was good. It wasn't the best, but remember, you're in Cuba, so have low expectations on food. Once we got back to our hotel, Solimar Barceló, we went to the Italian place, and the Italian place was amazing. The food was the best food I ate there pretty much the entire trip, except for that one small shop that we went to in the town. And if you do want to go there, be sure to go around 6 or 7, or else you'll end up waiting in a really long line. August 14th. So you remember when I told you about how we went to the town and was looking at like cute little things and buying stuff? Well, I should have also mentioned that I am terrible at bargaining. And so I found this huge giraffe statue that I fell in love with and ended up not being able to get a deal on it because I got too excited about it. So we came back today and ended up going with M because she spoke Spanish really, really well. And I ended up getting the huge giraffe statue, and my mom even found something she liked. It was really, really fun to go into the town, and also it's a really good idea. What we did was bringing a bunch of like little supplies like toothpaste and pencils and paper and gum and just things like that that you like that they have trouble finding there, and you can barter with those things, and it helps to lower the price a lot. When we got back to our hotel, we went to the pool and just relaxed. And then for dinner, we went to the beloved Italian place and ended up finding a cockroach in my Hawaiian pizza. It wasn't huge or anything, but it was enough to disgust me to not want to go there again. August 15th. My mom and I went to the beach, which was kind of a far walk from our resort, so keep that in mind. It was probably around a 3-minute walk, which doesn't sound too long, but my mom has trouble walking, so it was definitely a long walk. We were out in the sun for a really long time, and to get water is kind of a far walk, so to try and just get water, I would get even more tired and dizzy because I was starting to get sunstroke. So while I was getting my mom water, she decided to sign me up for some horseback riding, which honestly was amazing, but at the time sounded awful. I ended up getting a little sick, started feeling dizzy, started seeing black spots, my stomach started hurting, and I was just in a lot of pain. So I told my mom, and we went over to the nearby little like beach bar, and we were getting like some food from there. And when I sat down at the table, I just started crying because I was in so much pain. And this really nice guy came up to me and was asking if I was okay, and I told him that I was just in a lot of pain. And then he gave me some Tylenol, which seems like a really small gesture, but honestly made me feel so like loved and cared about by someone who doesn't even know me. And just like someone coming up to you when you're like crying is just like, you know, it's human compassion, you know, faith in humanity restored. So that was really nice, and I hope that guy had a great vacation. After I had eaten and taken the Tylenol, about 30 minutes later I started feeling better, which was really awesome because some people get sunstroke for like days, so I'm really glad that it didn't, you know, hurt me that much. When we were at the pool though, I was in it swimming, you know, being a dork, and my mom asked me what time it was. So I was trying to like push myself out of the pool, you know, like on the edge where you just like lift yourself out. And because I'm clumsy and a dork, I ended up hitting my knee really hard on the concrete and ended up scraping my leg, which sucked. We met the guy at the front of our hotel, and we ended up going in a car with 2 other people, another couple, and we ended up driving for a really long time, like long enough for me to think that we might be getting murdered.
There goes Blair riding off into the sunset. She's doing pretty good. She's a natural.
The horseback riding was really fun, and I recommend it even though you might think you're going to be murdered at the beginning. It was awesome. Just be sure to have mosquito repellent because there were mosquitoes everywhere. I'm really glad I wore leggings, but even so, I still got bitten up. When we came back to our hotel at night, something bad happened, but that I don't feel comfortable talking about in detail at this point. So maybe in the future I'll talk about it, but right now I'm just not comfortable talking about it. But just, I had a really bad night. And I'm really sorry if me being really vague bothers you, but I'm just not comfortable talking about it, and I hope you can understand. August 16th. I spent most of my morning dealing with the issues that happened the night before, but by the afternoon I was just trying my best to forget about it. My mom and I hung out by the pool with Ritata and Em, and we were just having a good time, and then by 12 the hotel was saying you have to take your bags out of your room so that you can check them out to go on the flight. But our flight, like our bus for our flight, didn't come until 5, so we had about 5 hours to kill until then, and we didn't want to just sit with our bags beside us. So Ritata let us put our bags into a room that she had, and we just spent the rest of the day hanging out because we didn't have to worry about our bags. So you remember me talking about that huge giraffe that I really wanted? Well, it comes apart so that it's easier to take with you. But because it's so big and it's made out of wood, it's seen as a weapon. So we ended up having to wait forever and a day just to get them to take it and like make sure that they wouldn't break it and stuff. And there wasn't even a guarantee that it wouldn't be broken. So really concerned at that point that the giraffe I had spent money on and wanted so badly was going to be like broken into 50 pieces when I finally got it. Then our flight was delayed by 30 minutes. But eventually we got on the plane and came back to Canada safe and sound. Also, my friend Amanda, which is in another one of my videos, click here if you want to see her. I bought her a shot glass because that's what she collects. So if I could remind you to bring anything with you to your trip to Cuba, make sure to bring tip money, large cups because the cups at our resort were really small, so bring like a Bubba or something. Sunscreen, sunglasses, an electrical converter, and a good person who will be great company on your trip. Oh, and don't overpack your luggage. I made that mistake, and carrying really heavy carry-on bags is literally the worst thing ever. So if you like this video, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel to become a dinosaur, and join the dino family, and also stay tuned because soon you're gonna see my Costa Rica trip. But that one's gonna be more of a vlog style and definitely not like this sort of talky type of thing. Bye dinosaurs! Rawr!